Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us for our Career Lab today. I'm presented to you by Career Services at Murray State University. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'll introduce myself since I am the person behind the screen right now, and then I'll go ahead and dive into today's topic, which is actually going to be on internships. So a little bit about me. I'm Hannah Carroll. I'm the Internship Coordinator and Career Counselor here at Career Services at Murray State University. I have been employed here since 2014, and I received both of my degrees here. I received my bachelor's in organizational communication and my master's in human development and leadership. Excellent degrees. I loved my time spent here so much so that I actually started my career here as well. So that's just a little bit about me. If anyone ever has any questions about my history here or anything I can help with, please reach out to me and let me know. So today, as I stated, we are going to talk to you about all things internships, where to begin, how to research, who to talk to, what you need to know to be successful. This is a really exciting topic for us in Career Services because we want to make sure that students are getting that experiential education and getting all of those supplemental things on their resume that are really going to make them shine and get the career, because that's the end goal for us. So to start off, we want to say we know the struggle is real. We get it. There's so many different options out there. At times you can be overwhelmed with where to even begin. You're juggling a full schedule. You may be currently working. You may be minoring in something as well. And so there's all kinds of different things that play into effect into your search process. You may want to know a little bit more about, am I even eligible? What's the GPA requirements? And then, in times like this, we've switched to online formats. So that's something you're preoccupied with. How do I navigate this online realm? How do I make these appointments with my advisor, with Career Services? So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. All these things, we want to tell you to don't be so stressed about it, because we are still here and we are here to help, and we're excited to help out. So let's begin with Internship Basics and kind of just give you a little overview of what internships really are. An internship integrates practical experience with education in a structured work environment. So it's somewhere where you go into the work environment, you get hired on, and you usually have some type of mentor, supervisor in that role that helps you learn the facets of the job, what it's going to entail, and it just really gives you a really good glimpse into what your future career may be, or just what the work world may be. You may not be going into something specifically related to your career, but you may go into something that's relevant and that will help you succeed in other ways, and you can kind of be well-rounded in that way, and build your wheelhouse, as we like to say. So they're usually available year-round. A lot of students, have a summer internship. A lot of students, have a fall, a spring internship. Some students do have a year-long internship, but usually they last about a semester or a summer semester. So that's kind of just the routes that usually internships are set up for in order for a student to be able to successfully complete them. They can be paid or unpaid, and that's usually, based on the employer. We speak to a whole lot of employers out there about, what the options are based on, their pay rate, their capability. We do tell them, that obviously students are looking for these paid internships, but a lot of times there may be some coveted positions out there that a student knows, hey, it may be unpaid for now, but it will definitely help me get that position later on in the future. And you also could get class credit for these internships, and that's a really big deal when it comes to, putting it on your resume and putting it down in your transcript, and even, within your major, working with your advisor. You do have to have the approval from your advisor to get the class credit, but that's a really cool way to ramp up your transcript and your resume and have the educational portion as well. So benefits of it, and I've already addressed a few of these already, but it truly makes you more marketable. It makes you stand out and shine when you're going into the interview, when the interviewer or the search committee is looking at resumes. And they come across, oh, well, this person had an internship at Disney, or this person had an internship with Microsoft, something of that nature. This is going to make this person more hireable to us. I'm interested to see how that internship went. Let's bring them in. It's going to build your professional network. Guys, we tell you that networking is so huge when it comes to getting positions and being able to get, your dream job or that career that you really want. Networking is a big part of that. And after you work for someone in this format, if you do a good job, they're going to keep track of you. A lot of potential full-time positions come from internships as well. So that's a really cool way to kind of get your foot in the door. You're also going to be able to expand your understanding about your chosen industry or field. And a lot of times that can be a good thing, and a good thing masked as kind of a bad thing. And here's what I mean by that. A lot of times you can go into the workforce prior to graduating through an internship, and you can actually see, okay, I love this. I'm excited about this. This is definitely what I want to do. But the cool thing about it is that it may not be something that you want to spend your future in. And so you're really benefiting from that because you say, okay, this is definitely not what I expected. I'm so glad I had this experience. I may change things up a little bit when I get back to campus based on what I want to do moving forward. So that's why it's kind of cool to say, okay, I definitely want to do this now, or hey, this isn't for me, but I'm so glad I found this out before I graduated. So that's what I mean by that. You're going to be able to, just develop all of those things that come from having a career. So you're going to have that workplace etiquette. You're going to build, those transferable skills, the communication, learn about cultures within an organization, and then technologies, the latest practices. Those things are so vital in kind of being in the know of what's actually going on in the realm of the workplace. What you're in the classroom currently, but what is truly going on within the workplace that you can build upon so that when you are ready to graduate, you have those skills. So there's so many more benefits than what are listed here. Those are just a few of them. But we really wanted to highlight those. And again, you can always come talk to us about more benefits, or if you're considering, one internship over the other, please come let us know, and we can definitely help highlight those benefits and work it out with you in that way. Okay, so eligibility criteria. Are you eligible for an internship? You have to be currently enrolled and degree seeking. You have to have at least 24 credit hours at a college or university, and at least 6 of those at Murray State University with a 2.0 GPA or higher. You need to be enrolled with the program concurrent with employment, and that's very important. I've had students that have come up to me in the past and said, hey, I had an internship over the summer. Can I go ahead and get the class credit for that? Unfortunately, you cannot go back in time, because then I could say, well, I have this and this and this job in the past as well, and you would keep building on that. You have to have the employment concurrent with the internship. So if you're taking an internship course here at Murray State University, then you need to be employed at the same time. And that's kind of just a way for us to track that and truly get the educational aspect as you are employed. That way you don't have to backtrack. You're enriched in that information in that moment. So it's real-time experiential education. And just know, some things about it that, you may have to pay for, obviously, the credit hours for the course. And then again, as I stated before, the internships may or may not be paid internships. Many of them are paid in today's day and age, so do know that. And again, just a little bit about the criteria for an internship course. The minimum number of hours a student must work in order to receive 3 hours of credit is usually 300 hours. So for a 1 credit hour class, it'd be a 100 hours, 200 hours, 2-hour credit class. And down the line. So that's something we just want you to be aware of, so you can kind of say, okay, how long do I have to work? If I'm doing a summer employment, obviously I'm going to have to pack more hours into a smaller amount of time, and it just helps you prepare for what's coming. So what's the process? The process is very simple. We try to tell students, first and foremost, just, meet with your resources here on campus, and we will walk you through it. We do this every day. We get excited about walking you through it. So know that you don't have to have all the answers. Really go meet with those resources. That's what we're here for, and we will tell you what the process entails. This is just a general overview of it, but you're going to first start off meeting with your advisor or someone within your department and make sure that you're actually going to get approval for the internship. Make sure that it's actually maybe a requirement of your major. Make sure that, they say, okay, well, this is the time and place when you need to do it. You need to do it during your junior year. They'll have all of that information for you on whether you're eligible, you have that approval, when you need to have the internship, and they'll really give you that really good information. Now, I know there's 2 different options for receiving course credit for an internship course. Most departments, so for the first one, have an internship course built into the major. A lot of times that'll be something that's already kind of built in, required. They'll have a professor that runs it, and that's just kind of a supplement to that course, to that major or department. If there is not an internship course within the department, a student can seek credit through career services, and they'd actually seek that through me. I'm the instructor of record on that, and it would be a GUI course. So it may potentially be an elective course for your major. And then again, we do have the GUI 1 hour, 2 hour, and 3 hour courses to fit your needs as well. So know that there's two options. So if your major maybe doesn't have an internship course built in, then you can always come to Career Services, and as long as you get approval from your department, you could take the GUI course with us. So you're obviously going to want to develop a resume and cover letter. You know, that's really important just in general, especially if you're already at the stage of wanting to, get an internship. You really want to go ahead and have that resume and cover letter up to date, worked on. We're still reviewing those, guys. Just send those to our email. You can reach out to me. I'll send you all the information. You can reach out to us on Handshake. We're still reviewing all of those, so please keep sending them to us. We love to see them coming in. And make sure to utilize the resources in Career Services to identify opportunities. And that's kind of just saying, make an appointment with me, someone in our department, and we'll be able to get you that information. In the meantime, you're going to want to network with friends, family, alumni. I'm going to go into that a little bit deeper later on in this presentation. And you're going to do some research of companies. Where do I even want to work? What's out there? And again, I'm going to go through the different routes that I tell students here in a moment. Then in the end, if you're generally wrapping up the process, you'll apply for the position, you'll interview for the position, and then once one is secured, you'll complete the paperwork through our office, and then you'll register for the course to get the credit. So that's kind of just a general overview of the process. Remember, note that we will walk you through it. It's not as daunting as it may seem. We have resources. We have, large networks out there that are willing to help you and are really excited for you to have these opportunities. So when I talk about the paperwork that you'll fill out, I do have the examples on here for you just to kind of get a visual of what it looks like. So this is the form if you're taking the GUI course through me, or if you have an internship course through your major. You'll fill out this form. You'll fill it out with your advisor. That blue area on there, you'll actually fill that out with your supervisor or your advisor. And then you'll return it to our office. I'll make sure you qualify, and then I'll send it back. And then from there, you'll also sit down with your supervisor for the company you're working for, and you'll fill out a job description form. And, that just kind of says, okay, what are the learning outcomes I want to have from this? What are the hours? What's all the information, contact information, all of that different information, and then you'll send that back to our office as well. So it's generally just 3 forms, very user-friendly. They are online on our website, and that kind of comes around as soon as you do, receive the gainful employment in that way. So I just wanted to give you an example of what they look like, and again, we have those available within our office, online formats, so please reach out to us as well. So now let's talk about probably the biggest thing I'm going to discuss today is actually how to search for that internship. So how do I find that internship, the thing that I've been looking for? There's several different routes. When students come meet with me in the office, I give them these routes each time, and they're usually tried and true. They work very well. They're out there for you online. You can always make the appointments with us. We want to make sure you have this information, and these might be things that you had never thought of. A lot of students just immediately go to job boards online or search engines online, and a lot of times that's kind of a massive amount of applicants and not enough networking or personal touch involved in those. So we want to give you some other options that will help you really zone in and stand out. So here are the main ones I'm going to talk to you guys about. These are just some of your resources. I'm going to talk to you a little about Handshake. That's our online job platform. I'm going to talk to you about LinkedIn. That's a professional social media. I'm going to talk to you guys about our personal website at Career Services, how to access it, what different forms we have. I'm going to go over a couple slides on networking because, again, that is a massive part of getting these positions, of making these connections and making it work well for you. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the online resources, the search engines that are out there, and then again, how to make an appointment with Career Services and just utilizing us as one of those resources and one of those routes to get that position. We have employers reach out to us on, a daily basis, weekly basis, saying, hey, I'm looking for interns in organizational communication, I'm looking for interns in occupational safety and health, and we'll forward that information out to these departments. And a lot of times we'll have that information on hand within our office. So if you come reach out to us, a lot of times we may know of some positions that are out there. I work closely with the Disney College program, so that's something you come talk to us about. We actually have panels that we put on once a semester, so look out for that in the fall, that kind of help you say, okay, what is this all about? How do I apply? We are there for you in that way, so that's a big resource and route. So let's start off with Handshake. Again, Handshake is our online job platform. There's the login to be able to access it. You can access it through our website as well. Once you log in, you will complete a profile. You're going to claim your account. You'll update your GPA. You'll update all of your information. You want to make sure you 100% complete your profile because that makes you much more marketable and searchable within that engine. And you want to also make sure that it's public to employers. They default as private, so while you're working on it, you have the ability to make sure that it's completely full, that you have all the information, you have that professional picture on there, you have your resume cover letter uploaded, and then you make that public to employers so that they can actually reach out to you. And they do reach out to our students, especially when it comes to career fairs, or setting up interviews on campus. They reach out to our students, so we want to make sure that you have that public profile on there so that they can do so. So this is what your profile would look like. This is one that we have set up just kind of to show you. This is Dunker. And you want to make sure that you're putting all that information down. So you're going to put your education in there, your work experience. You're going to see in the bottom right corner, their profile level just says halfway there. So you want to make sure that yours levels up. So you want to make sure that you're adding all of that information. So update or add documents. Add the different skill sets or the courses that you have. That's going to go a long way when you're looking for these internships. So after you do that, after you get that profile completed, you're online, you're ready to go as far as your Handshake account, you can start searching for positions with Handshake. So you have a taskbar at the very top of your Handshake account, and you'll go to Jobs, and I've highlighted that for you, and then from there, you'll have two different search icons. One is for keywords, titles, jobs, employers, and the other one is for actual places. So you see that if you just type in jobs and then you type in internship, if you see where I've highlighted in red, there's 1,500 internships that popped up automatically. Those are there for college students. Employers post on Handshake specifically for college students and alumni so that they can have the chance to access these positions outside of any kind of, online job search engines where, everyone has access. So this is a really good tool to do as well. You can even search for areas. So I've highlighted, okay, let's see what's in Nashville, Tennessee. And what, in Nashville, Tennessee would be an internship position. So once I searched that, you can see that there were 40 positions that popped up in Nashville, Tennessee that were under the term internship. And if you type in, okay, I'm a marketing major, so let's go a little bit further. I want to do marketing in Nashville, Tennessee, and I want it to be an internship. 14 specific positions popped up that were dealing in the realm of marketing. So that's huge. So now you have 14 positions that potentially may pan out and that you can actually go in and apply. I highlighted where it says apply externally, but a lot of them have you apply internally as well, so you can apply within Handshake. But it shows you exactly what to do. It has the job listing. You can scroll down this page, and it shows, what the benefits are, what all the information is. Handshake is a huge tool when it comes to this. You can do so many different job searches on here. You can favorite jobs, as you can see on there, and you can even save your searches on here. So if you have to log off and get online on the Zoom meeting for class, you can save that search bar and then come back to it later and go back to that same search. So that's really cool. You can even, so say, you're looking at this company and you're really interested in this company, this is a dream company, you can even go to this company's page. They have a profile just like you do, and you can follow them. Following this company really helps. It shows them that you're following them. It helps you see any updates and positions, because some of them may say, say you want to work for Southwest Airlines, and they may say currently no positions are posted. That will update, and then you will be notified when that updates. So you can follow these companies as well. So that's kind of the way to use Handshake in order to search for positions. There's so many different search, combinations that you can do outside of Nashville. You can do other big cities. If you want smaller populations, you can do smaller towns. You can do within 50 miles, smaller than that, bigger than that. It's up to you. You can even search for full-time and part-time employment as well. So it's not just for internships. It's for all kinds of employment. And a lot of our employers that come to the career fairs, they use Handshake as a first basis to reach out to students and say, hey, we're coming to campus. So keep that in mind. And Handshake would probably be the #1 way that we tell students to search for these internships. So, also on the topic of Handshake, before I move forward, I want to let you all know that while we're in this online format right now, you can still make appointments with us, and we'd like for you to do so using Handshake. So once you have that Handshake account, you have that search bar at the top, as I stated before, and you'll click on Career Center, and then you'll click on Make an Appointment or Choose an Appointment. And then from there, you can choose an appointment type, and you could actually choose Internship Counseling. If you choose Internship Counseling, I recommend that you pick me, but you can also pick any of our other staff members here to discuss any other items that may come about as far as resumes, cover letters. If you want some career counseling, Drew Mellebeck is a really good one to pick. If you want more information on how to use technology or Handshake, all of our websites, career fairs, that's going to be Travis Plunkett. If you want general information, Matt Purdy is our director. He's great at all of these items. So we're all in here. You can make an appointment with any of us. Please reach out to us, and we'd be happy to do so. But that's kind of how you go in and make the appointment. We still have slots available. We can meet with you in many different formats online. And we're really excited to continue working with you guys as we finish out the semester online. All right, so that is Handshake. It's user-friendly. It's this unprecedented access to employers. There's thousands of employers on there, thousands of positions. That's so unique for you guys. You can have reminders on there, interview scheduling. It's mobile-friendly, so you can add it to your device. And you can check up on that at any time. And it's just a really cool resource. We love using it. We've had huge success with it, and we want to continue to have our students have success with it as well. Okay, so now let's talk about the second thing. So when students come to me and ask, how do I find an internship? The second thing I like to tell them is to get a LinkedIn account. It's free. It's a professional social networking type of way to really get connected with individuals and make those connections, and hopefully it can lead to gainful employment, or at least a really strong network of people who may help you along your way to gainful employment. So here's just a few statistics. I'm not going to go into all of these, but I really wanted to leave these in here to show you that it is huge. It is a massive resource. It's an active resource. Employers use it daily. On my personal LinkedIn, I get job offers. I get people reaching out because of the things that are on my profile. So that will happen to you as well. The more connections you build, the stronger profile that you build on there as well. Here's an example of what the news feed looks like. This is actually Travis's in our office. And so you're going to have, your search bar at the top. You'll have a little snippet of your profile on the side, and then you're going to have all of these different items that are going to come down your news feed that you're interested in. So, Travis follows Forbes. He follows all of these different things, and he gets updates on these companies that help him become more employable, more marketable, and more knowledgeable in any realm in higher education, and that's what he's looking at. Here's an example of what your profile will look at. This is actually our director's profile. So you're going to have all of your information on there. You're going to have your About section. You're going to fill out your resume information, your education, where you work, all of those different things. Have that professional photo on there. Make sure you're filling this out 100% because it makes you so searchable to employers. So you want to make sure that your profile strength is strong. and that you're posting all of those different skill sets, all of those items on there as well. So a really cool thing to do when you're looking for internships with LinkedIn is to follow the companies you're interested in. So these are just some examples. Some of these are ones that I follow. So, when I work with Disney interns, I follow the Disney company. I follow the Wall Street Journal. St. Jude hires interns, and they are such a good company to work for. So I'll make sure to follow them and see updates on their internships. But there's all kinds of different companies on there that you want to follow. It shows them that you're following them. And it's a kind of a way for you to keep up to date with what's going on within their company. So that's a huge tool. And then beyond that, you can start searching. And that's the big thing that I want to get into when it comes to LinkedIn and finding a position. You can search for connections and companies within LinkedIn as well. So maybe you search in higher education. It's going to pull up potential connections for you that work in higher education. Maybe you search higher education in the greater Nashville area. Again, that's kind of our big example. And it's going to pull up these individuals that work in that area that you can connect with. Maybe you have mutual connections with them. The best part about it is you can actually go to Murray State University's LinkedIn page. And I've highlighted it here. You can click on alumni. And then on the alumni tab, you can search alumni. And you can search for alumni from Murray State University that are in the field or company that you want to work for, that you're majoring in. And when you do this, it's going to pull up all of these individuals that are alumni of Murray State University that may work in that field, may work in that area. You can actually add in several different keywords. And it's actually going to help you connect with these people. Alumni of Murray State University love working with current students. I can say that personally. Clearly, I work here at the university. We love our current students. We want to give back. This is a big chance for you to see who's out there in your field and reach out to them professionally. So if you're going to reach out to these individuals, what do I say to them? You can reach out. So maybe you're wanting a Disney internship and you see that so-and-so had an internship at Disney in 2018. And you reach out and say, hey, I'd love to learn more about that. Do you have a time to meet with me? Or if I sent you a list of questions via email, could you respond? I'm really excited about this. I see that you're an alumni of Murray State University. Go Racers. Get them excited. They'll be excited to help you. It is a huge tool. I really try to connect with a lot of students that are in my past major here at Murray State University, and they reach out to me on LinkedIn on a very constant basis for suggestions, advice, and assistance in that way. So I love giving back. Please reach out to our alumni. That is a massive tool as well. So we've talked about Handshake. We've talked about LinkedIn. The third resource that I want to talk to you guys about is actually our webpage. So it's murraystate.edu/career services. And you can just do the search bar from the Murray State page. It's pretty easy to navigate and find. But once you're on our webpage, you're going to see there's a Students and Alumni tab that you'll click on. And then once you click on that, then the Internship tab will pop up. And you'll click on that. And from there, you're going to see all kinds of drop-down bars that have resources for you. So there's internship resources. It has that criteria. The paperwork is on there. There's information about Walt Disney internships, because that's a really big internship that we like to promote. And then housing information, all kinds of different information. What we suggest is for you to click on those. The biggest one you're going to find is that internship resources. And you're going to see all kinds of resources linked on there to assist you in your search and finding an internship. Very cool resource. We've done a lot of the work for you. I'm going to spend some time updating that in the year to come. We really want to make sure that they're up to date. Really, exciting things on there for you. Please utilize this resource. We have it on there for a reason. You never know what may come about from it. If you need help navigating anything on our website, if you need any accessibility assistance, anything like that, please reach out to me. Reach out to Travis. We'd love to help you with that as well. So that is our third resource, would be our website in and of itself, because it does have so much information. And it has information beyond just internships. We have all of our information, the links to Handshake, the email addresses, contact information for all of us, all of our bios on there. So please reach out, give it a look, because, we are working towards the career. Even though we're at home right now, we're still here to help. Okay, so the fourth resource that I want to talk to you guys about is networking in general. So, you can go on to Handshake, you can go on to LinkedIn, you can go onto our website, but the big piece in this, and I know it's harder to do right now, but the big piece is networking, is making connections with individuals, actual people, reaching out to them and seeing what they have to offer, being genuine about the interactions, really, putting yourself out there, and that way you will shine. The best place to start is going to be with your department or your advisor. Occupational safety and health here on campus has really good relationships with a lot of different companies in the safety world, so they know who to contact. So if you go to those departments or go to those advisors, they're going to have probably a list of people, or ideas of, hey, reach out to so-and-so, reach out to this person, reach out to this company. That is probably your first point of contact when it comes to networking. If you know somebody who was in your major, again, a lot of students come to me for my past majors. Reach out to them. We love to help. We can give you ideas of maybe options or resources out there, or just ways to prepare. Not everything is going to turn into a position, but it really may turn into something down the line, or someone may know someone that knows someone that it could turn into a position from. So from there, talk to your professors about it, parents, friends, coworkers, people that maybe you went to an event with, reach out to them, get those business cards. Right now we're going to do a lot of, obviously, emailing, a lot of Zoom, phone calls, but that's the power of technology, so we need to utilize it. And a lot of people are available right now. They are at home. We are all working. We are all online. So, this is a really good way to get in contact with people at this time. You can become a member of professional organizations. In the fall, when we start back up, definitely attend our career fairs. Those are huge ways to network. Even if you're not ready, it's really good to get that information so that when you are ready, you've already made a connection with that person. And then make contact with area professional groups, or again, as I've stated many times already, contact recent alumni. They are always willing and excited to help our current students. So that was the next way, kind of, how do I research, what options are out there. And then there's also just online resources in general, and those would be those big search engines. Here's a list I've pulled from online of the top search engines out there. So definitely go to those. Glassdoor is a really good one. It actually gives a lot of salary bases. Glassdoor even gives you a lot of questions for interviews. So if you're preparing for an interview, a lot of times you can go in and search what kind of questions that they may have out there. And we have a link to Glassdoor on our website, so you can definitely go to that as well. But definitely check these things out. Know that a lot of times there's going to be a major pool of applicants. So that's why you want to try to find that personal touch, connect with the LinkedIn for that company, reach out to anyone professionally whenever that's available. But definitely utilize those, because positions do come from those. They are out there for a reason, and it really might just give you an idea of what's out there and lead to something really cool. So that's kind of another resource for you all. We like to tell you to kind of start from the handshake side and then move down the line. But there's so many resources for you all out there online for you to be able to kind of really get all the information you need. Internships are vast. There's so many of them. So, get excited. There's a lot of opportunities out there for you guys online. All right, so last thing is just come to us. I can go over all this information with you again. Anyone in our office can. Currently we're meeting with students via Zoom, Skype, phone calls, or emails. Make those appointments via Handshake. You can even just email me if you don't have that Handshake account yet, and I can walk you through it. But definitely reach out to us. We really want to continue reaching out to our students in this time. Even if you just need to check in, we do check-ins. So you can say, I'm just lost, I'm just stressed out. We know the resources on campus. We'll get you in contact with them. Since you can't physically walk to them right now, we'll get you in contact with them. We're here to help you in any way we can, because we know the end goal is the career. It's moving on, moving forward. We're excited for you. Internships are such a really cool tool that we want you guys to utilize. And we're kind of, we're here to help in any way possible in that manner. Okay, so beyond that, that's all I have for you all today. I'm so excited you joined me. I hope that you took a lot away from this presentation. Again, reach out to us. We're social, so please, connect with our social media this time. We're going to post a lot more different social media things. We're going to have some Q&As coming up, all kinds of different things out there to really connect with you guys at this time. And we're excited to see you all again on campus, and enjoy the spring weather and have a great day.